Venti is large.
No, Venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Honey, that's great coffee. It's
Smell good ground coffee.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins coffee? I never tasted it. Now, what do you think of Wilkins?
Now, what do you think of Wilkins? I don't know, but I love my coffee. Good morning. Welcome to a show that lasts as long as my cup of coffee. I want to say good morning to everybody in the chat. Let's see, who do we have here today? We've got Das Wolfen, D. Bud Martin, The Dork Knight, who, wait, he's going to be on the show today. Mr. Tickle Trunk, Dr. Dragon, and let's see who else is here. Peter Vinkman Fansite, good morning. I see the regular crew. Yes, I do. This is awesome. I always love seeing you guys. Keith is here. I invited you on the show, Keith. It's in that fucking chat with Mikey and the other guys. Jesus Christ, man. You are like the least tech-savvy friend I have. Who else is here? Aaron Ratliff is here. Good morning. And we will get to your actual chat during the show because that is actually up to Martin, who is here. Martin Acosta Santana. He is of South American royalty.
Buddy, you need to. You're using your wrong mic.
Oh, I am? I did check it before we went live. It must have switched on me again. It did. Look at that fucking shit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ain't that?
It's the one.
Nice.
Man, this is all because of my dog this morning. 1 minute. She had 1 minute to be alone. And she went ape shit and pulled all my cords out. That little turd. So anyway, Martina Costa Santana is in charge of the chat. And like I said, he is of South American royalty. So what's it like being a blue blood from South America?
I don't know. Remember, I'm fake.
Oh, shit. No, you're fake Mexican. You're fake Mexican. You're a phony.
I'm an AI.
You're an AI. You're a bot. Or as they say in Mexico, el bot.
El boto.
El boto. Everything sounds fancier in Mexico.
That's not true.
And then, of course, our good friend is here this morning joining us. And we may have some more friends joining us. This is just like Captain Kangaroo back in the day when Mr. Green Jeans or Mr. Rogers when Mr. McFeely would drop in. So that's my show. It's just a more mature juvenile. It's a more mature juvenile show than either of those. I'm sorry, Gary. Helping my mom with her appointments. I will be on as soon as I get her settled. Yeah. I shit on you a little bit, and then you fucking respond to me, Keith. Well played. And here's our good friend, Danny. Danny's having a heart attack as I bring him on. I joked about that last night on Toxic Tuesday. I said, man, I don't think I did it live. I think I did it behind the scenes when we were talking. I said, but I may have said it live. I said, I look forward to the day when I fucking stroke out on the show and you guys think I'm fucking around.
Right.
I'll be laying there dead. And you
go,
come on, girl.
I don't know if you know this or not. I've actually, in 2016, I'm a heart attack survivor. Have you had a heart attack? I know
okay. You are.
Yeah. Have you had a heart attack or?
No.
No, good. I don't recommend them. Don't have one. They suck.
Well, not that I'm aware of. I know that you can have many strokes and many heart attacks, and if you're not completely aware or were awake at the time, you may not even know you had it.
Dude, I thought I was having indigestion. I'm not even kidding. I did not know it was a heart attack. I thought I was having indigestion, and then I was in the hospital for 4 days, almost died.
Now, when you have a cardiac episode like that, a heart attack, what's actually happening, a lot of people don't know this, is that a part of your heart, some part of it, just died. So, you can survive that, but that part of your heart will never work again that had the episode.
Yeah.
And it's really freaky when you stop and think about it. It's like it's one of the things that really freaks me out about neuropathy, because what is neuropathy? It has an impact on your central nervous system and your muscles.
I still have neuropathy, and it freaks me out. Yeah,
I do too, and it's spread up above my ankles now.
It's just in my hands, like which
mine is
sucks.
not neuropathy from the diabetes. The neuropathy in my hand is from the neck problem I have.
Oh. Well, I don't have diabetes, but ever since the heart attack, I've had. It sucks,
don't
man.
Brag about it. I don't need diabetes.
No, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, I'm just explaining that. Well, as an artist, dude, you can sympathize. Like, the hands are the worst things to have neuropathy in. You know what I mean? It's like.
No, that's you're thinking of the word empathize.
Okay, sorry, you're right. My bad.
I'm fucking with you this morning.
Good morning. I've been up like 5 hours working on it. In fact, let me check my progress. I think it's still uploading. Hold up, sorry. It is still uploading.
What does it say? Nope. A family is accusing him of.
They're talking about
wait,
Ezra.
what is this?
What?
Ezra Miller.
I'm telling you, man. They fucked up with that guy. They really did.
Whoa, is this a reply to something? That's out of nowhere. Yes. Can you show me the reply?
The best thing they could do.
Or the?
It's very.
I worry that they're not going to be able to salvage Flash because it's going to get worse and worse with him.
What the fuck, dude? I'm sorry, but can you show me the comment
I'm trying.
Okay,
Okay, it starts here.
Has everyone seen the latest Ezra Miller? Okay, no. Hey, buddy.
No, this. Yeah.
Oh, you slept on your hand. Go look in the mirror. Go look at your face. No, seriously, go look at your face.
No, I want to see his face.
Dorian, come here. They want to see it. Oh, he won't come here. He's got like a big old. Yeah.
How selfish of him not wanting to be roasted by his dad on the internet.
Penny's here. PJ, your mom is here. Good morning.
Hey,
that was the response.
After she roasted me yesterday, I want everybody to know, and she was supposed to put it in the comments. I called her. Okay, I called her because I got in trouble for not calling her yesterday. I called her.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Parrot Head is here. Good morning, Parrot Head. And of course, the lovely Sherry is here. Good morning.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a pretty good impression of him. Got to get it. What is it, Slim Jim?
Thank you, Mom. Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
There you go. I have neuropathy in both legs and my fingertips.
Well, thank God mine's only in my hands. And it doesn't happen all the time, but
it's in this hand. Sometimes if I sleep wrong, it'll be in this hand. But this hand, it's almost constant. My drawing hand. This is why I'm so nervous and scared about losing my ability to draw.
Well, mine is in my feet.
But mine's in my feet, and it goes up above my ankles.
Oh, see, I can't imagine.
It's diabetic
I couldn't
neuropathy down there. Up here, This is from my neck.
Okay.
But anyway, I did want to go ahead and get into some of this stuff.
Hey, buddy, come here.
I had a really interesting little back and forth with Iron Wolf today. And, and everybody knows that I'm just very direct.
Come here.
And I don't want them to ever feel like I'm shitting on them with my response. Because when I interacted with Iron Wolf this morning, who I love Iron Wolf. He's a cool dude. Or chick, I don't know. I don't assume the gender. I shouldn't do that. Wolverine 626 is in the house. What's up, buddy? But going back over to Twitter.
How, Gerry, there is more info from the lovely Sherry about Ezra thing. Should we?
Where's it at? Put it up.
This one. I'm going.
Ezra gave her drugs and alcohol when she was.
He waited. He waited. It's not there, and he won't even show you his face. He's just saying hi.
Hey, buddy. No, you got to be on the show. Fuck that.
He says he wants you to be on the show sometime.
All right, fine. Hold on. Let me do something.
What?
What?
You turd. Man, I love Summer. I love having him home. Like, it's awesome. You know.
So, Sherry, where are you getting this from? So I don't have to do a big wide spectrum search. If you've got a link, please do share it. Is Sherry wait a minute. Is Sherry? I got to check and see if Sherry's has a wrench so she can share links.
Well, while he's doing that, the other day I shamelessly plugged myself. Here's another one of my T-shirt
did
designs.
it hurt?
Look at this. Big Trouble in Lego China. It's one of my original designs. I just got put on a T-shirt. You can get it at mixtees.com.
I'd rather get one from you that's signed.
Oh, whatever. If you use promo code POPCAST, you get 20% off. That's POPCAST.
I need to check something. Sherry.
And they'll probably get mad at me for telling you that.
Yeah, lovely Sherry, you have a wrench. Okay. Oh, you already did. There it is. TMZ, huh? Ooh.
Oh, shit. Here, let me click on that, too.
All right, I opened it up.
Dude, this guy, I've never liked this guy. Like, what was that weird shit he was in? The first thing he was in that I saw him in, it was
well, look, Zoe, my
some
daughter
kind of
was a
TV
big,
show.
Hold on.
Sorry,
my daughter was a big fan, and it was something of the Wallflower, and he was in that, and she's like, Ezra Miller's the greatest actor ever. I shit you not, she really believed that, and I watched it, and I'm like, I didn't think much of
The
it.
Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yeah, I actually did not like that movie.
I didn't like it either. And I didn't like him as the Flash. I mean, he had a couple of moments that were funny.
I never liked him as the Flash.
But when he's running, he looks, I'm going to say that word, retarded. Retarded.
No, this is how he runs.
No.
Looks like he's swimming.
No,
His arms are flailing like he's swimming. And it's
guys.
so fucking dorky.
Guys, yeah, it looks dorky, but it's dorky. It's
the opinions of Martin Acosta Santana are not necessarily those of Pop Culture Minefield or mine.
Oh, that's right.
Californication. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I saw him in first was Californication.
Now I got to tell you,
parliamentary rules, man.
Sorry.
Rules.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Look, when you look
how do they say it in Mexico? El Dorco.
Well, he waves his arms, but
no, he's swimming, dude. He's not waving. He's
look at the hands, and it looks like Frozen when he's projecting ice. So
Monkey Jabus is here.
What is that monkey? Thought in the moment.
I got people coming in here.
Come on, man.
Kylock is here. Fucking Monkey Jebus is here. I got to say hi to him. But no, look, they even CG alter his arm movements to try to make it not look so stupid. And it still looks stupid. It's a terrible flash.
It looks like he's throwing something in front of him.
Or
like
swimming.
He's using the speed force.
Yeah, but I want to hold on a second. I thought Ezra Miller looked like he was skating rather than swimming. Well, if you're watching his legs, yeah, but his arms don't match it. It's just fucking weird. The whole thing. They need somebody that looks like they know how to fucking run. And apparently he never took gym or anything and learned how to run. So seriously, that was something that was reported about him. But anyway, parents say actors taking control of their daughter, ask court for protective order. Ezra Miller is not only a bad influence, they're a danger to well-being. Oh, they are a danger. What? Okay, I'm going to ignore this. Danger to the well-being. What they're doing here is identifying him as gender fluid, and it doesn't sound right because it's grammatically incorrect.
It never
you can't
sounds
say
right.
that and have it sound right.
No, dude, I'm so sick of this shit. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. They, their, them is the plural. You know, plural possessive pronoun in the English. Yeah.
He is biologically male. He is identified as male, whether he likes it or not.
Who said that?
He's a danger to the well-being of. This is TMZ.
No. Aaron Ratliff. What are you saying to me, bro? Like he called me out. What's up?
No.
What does that mean?
No, he cannot put the link of the story.
Oh, okay. Which one is he talking about? Is it the same one?
I don't know, Aaron. You got to clarify, brother. I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
So, according to legal docs obtained by TMZ, Tucker Iron Eyes met a 23-year-old Miller in 2016 when she was just fucking 12. And the actor was visiting the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota. This is shameful, even if it's remotely true.
She just wants you to check on him.
Parents say she and Ezra developed a friendship they believe puts Tucker at risk. Dakota's parents say Miller flew her to London in 2017 to visit the studio where Fantastic Beasts. I hated him in both those movies. He's a terrible actor,
dude. Don't
a
even get
big fan of Miller. Was a star in the movie at the time of the trip. They say Dakota was 14, Ezra was 25. Oh my God. As the friendship continued, Dakota's parents claimed Ezra supplied their underage daughter with alcohol, marijuana, and LSD. Not only that, they claim Ezra, best known as the Flash in the DC superhero films, disrupted Dakota's schooling at a private institute in Massachusetts so much she dropped out in December of 2021. So how old is she now? She was 12 in 15 or 16. So she's 4 years older. She's 16, 17. She's 18 now. She's at that age that he's been grooming her for, to where she's legal now.
Look, I'm. You know what? It's your channel, not mine, and I don't care because I'm not important enough to get canceled. Ezra Miller's got mental health issues.
Oh, there's no question about
it.
And
this he's a he. I'm not going to give him the fucking respect of this they, them, their shit.
This is
that's the one, and this is something that I'm going to get some hate for. That's a mental thing. Okay, all right. If you're a he or a she, pick one. I don't care. Like if you're born a dude and you want to be a chick, that's fine. I'll call you her. If you're born a dude and you or a chick and want to be a dude, that's cool. I'll call you him. Like what's that fucking actor?
Yeah, in person, out of respect, I would do it. But
but I'm not like this. They, them, their. That's like fucking. That is a plural possessive pronoun in the English language, and it's fucking confusing. Stop that shit. One, two. This guy is a creep. He's a pervert. He's probably a pedophile. I don't like him and he's not even a good actor. How he got the role of the Flash, it boggles my mind.
I still think this is the biggest mistake that Zach has to pay for, is him. A little bit for Amber, but a lot more for Ezra. But I don't think he's going to pay. I think that he is such a darling to David Zaslav that he's never going to have to pay for this fuck up. But this is the 911 call. I'm very intrigued by this. Is my audio on? Can you hear that?
Yeah, no, sorry. I muted because my son...
Not you. I'm asking about the video.
No, I don't hear.
Oh, okay. No, there's no video. Yeah, there's no audio with the video. Sorry.
Share video, share audio, share. There we go. Now let's try it again. This is the 911 call.
Him and he came into our room and threatened.
I can't hear it.
I have Ezra Miller at my house right now. We have been.
Oh my God! Don't share that.
Sorry.
What?
No, I must have accidentally put that in the chat. I'm so sorry. Go on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he came into our room and is threatening us right now. He hit me in the head with a chair, and I'm just
So do you need medical attention?
No, I don't need medical assistance. I need the police here
Yeah,
now.
so how old is he?
I don't know. He's in his 30s. He's in his 30s. I'm 26.
What does the fucking anyway? He looks like Cesar Romero in this photo. It's really weird.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I hope nobody went to that.
Guy Fawkes. So I'm gonna whoop your little ass. Come here.
So that's the one I meant to share, Martine.
There we go. You need to stop barking when I'm on my show.
I did delete it. Thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunks, but he already put it on the screen, so it's fine. Like by the time people see it, it'll be the live site. That's a dev. Like that's the site I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
oh no, it's my fault. It's my fault.
Hey, can I do my show?
Yes, sorry.
No,
Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
this is Taylor's show.
Zack Snyder is not good with kids. Look what happened to his own. Look, Monkey.
Oh wow, that's kind of.
This is what they. Seriously, dude. This is what they tried to cancel me for a year ago because I said he raised his daughter in a fucking nihilist home, and nihilism is not a healthy environment for children. So, so I took a pot shot at him after he said some stuff that I thought was insulting to, the fandom, and that was the pot shot I took at him. And I got these fucking people like, "Did you say this?" with a capture of it in my fucking private chat, and I'd make fun of him. I go, "Yes, I did, and I said that, and I just said this. Oh my god, I just keep saying things that you can quote." Fucking people, like I give a shit what they fucking think, and of course I got thrown under the bus on it by some people because that wasn't an original thought of mine. I wasn't aware of his nihilism until a friend of mine brought it up, and when everything came to an interview we did, it was all my idea. So it's okay. I forgive people for being shitty to me. I really do, because they can't help it. Who wants to get caught up in that stuff? I don't care. So I don't mind taking a bullet for my friends. And I did. I took a bullet on that one. And,
So we're not making. I just want to clarify because this is a huge important thing to me because I don't think you and I even talked about the Orville thing, but we're not making light of suicide, are we?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that could be construed at all.
Well, because his daughter committed suicide.
Yeah,
the comment you put up on the screen was like, "Look at what happened to his daughter," and I thought he was referring to the suicide.
Well, what he's referring to is the fact that he raised her in a nihilist home. He was a deeply philosophically, religiously devout nihilist for a long time. And
is the commenter linking that to the suicide?
Yeah. By God, yeah.
Yeah, nihilism.
You cannot raise a child in that kind of environment and not have a deeply scarring impact on them.
So, I guess, yeah. Because I mean, if they don't,
there's nothing light about that.
I'm not taking light. I'm just saying, like, I mean. One, I guess I kind of agree because basically nihilism is just like you're devoid of any morals, right? That's what nihilism is.
There is no morality. In nihilism, nothing matters.
Yeah. And, so yeah, if you're gonna,
most serial killers are nihilists. If you didn't know that,
that's not the way to raise a kid, but fuck
it's
it.
No way.
It's still a sad thing,
whether you're religious or not.
You
have to have some ethics and morals in your.
Yeah. People use because I was raised. We've talked about this. I was raised Christian. My mom's in the chat. She always likes to fact check me. But I was raised Christian. But she does. She loves that, keeping me real, keeping me honest, as they used to say on CNN or whatever when they were real and legitimate. But when I raised my kids, I didn't push religion on them. I kind of I gave them information. I let them make their own choice. My ex-wife took Devin, my oldest, to church, and he would come back.
What just said, good statement, my friend. Very good statement.
Coward's mentality. Also doesn't matter. No, yeah, no. I would agree. I would agree with that. No, I would agree with that. But it's
Now, I
it's
don't
sad.
hate Zach for this because look, everybody goes through their fundamental religious periods, and when I say these things, it's like, look, man, you can't help if you're Baptist. You can't help, you want to believe in something. And he was trying to find something he believed in. And it just so happened to coincide with the period of time that he was raising his daughter. Now, I don't blame him for her suicide. It's not his fault. And I did make it sound like it was his fault. Most people were angry when I said it. But hold on. So what we have here is, she was left to her own devices is the problem that I have. Not that he tried to raise her in a moralist, environment, but that later he didn't try to resolve that for her. And I do believe that child rearing had a deeply scarring impact on her. No way it didn't.
No, definitely. What I was going to say earlier is I used to get a lot of grief from people because they would, when raising my kids, especially because with Devin, I was a single parent with him, much like you and Chloe for most of his childhood.
I know you weren't Monkey.
What? Anyway, so, I know. Well, I know, Monkey. I'm sorry, but my point is people would like, well, how do you if you're not taking him to church and you're not Christian, how are you teaching him morals? I'm like, the golden rule, man: do unto others as you'd have do unto you. You know what I mean? Yes. Like,
yeah, you don't have to have religion to have morals. You don't.
Yeah, you don't. But like to be devoid of morals, like that, like what kind of life is that? I don't know. Like that's just a foreign concept to me. So.
Ethics and morals are not singularly from any devotion to any faith.
Yeah.
Simple concept of don't kill has been spoken about 2,000 years before it was ever written in the Bible.
The golden rule, man.
It was brought about in Eastern philosophy. 2,000 years before religion came about in the Middle East.
I'm just saying the golden the golden rule is something that all religions have in common, whether they call it the golden rule or not. It's just like, don't be a douchebag. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I mean? Just treat people the way you want to be treated, and kumbaya, man. It's all good. Yeah.
I am not an atheist, Mr. Duke. What I am is referred to as an agnostic.
Agnostic, yeah.
But as Penn Jillette said, if you're asked as an agnostic, do you believe in God right now? And the answer is no. And so therefore you are an atheist. But the difference between an atheist and agnostic is that an agnostic is open to believing. And I am open into having my faith renewed because I used to be a very faithful, devout Catholic. Christian. That means Christian for those of you that think Catholics are fucking evil. I was a devout Christian.
My mom... Hey, Mom, chime in. My mom has a very strong opinion of Catholics.
Well, people don't know this. I actually went to seminary. I considered being a priest, but then seriously, it's what happened. I got laid, and by a wonderful girl named Sherry, and I spent a weekend with her, and it was so amazing that I left seminary. I'm like, yeah, I don't want this. I like getting some strange. She was awesome. In fact, I would say that between 1982 and 1990, it was my favorite hobby. It was my personal favorite hobby. Yeah, I did nerd stuff too. I collected things, but I liked meeting girls and fucking the hell out of them.
So my mom is in the chat, so I can't comment on that.
That's okay. I talk about it. I was a notorious player when I was.
You go ahead. You go ahead. Although
I guarantee you, Sherry, it would have been Gerry. They would have called me Father Gerry, and it would have annoyed me constantly. And I would have been a good priest because, especially at the time, I was very devout in my beliefs. I have still to this day a very strong understanding of the Catholic Bible as well as Baptist Bible. I've read all the Bibles.
Hey, Gerry.
Yeah.
You have to acknowledge this new.
Oh, Devil's Flyer.
And got Stargate Gap. I'm sorry.
Hey, Gap,
late.
what's up, man? Yeah, I saw him in the chat, and I forgot to say hi to him. But
Because you're a dick.
I do want to go back to what we were talking about, which is nihilism, and I got to tell you, man, many religions can be a double-edged sword with the way they believe in things, and I have a huge problem with Southern Baptists because they follow Old Testament too closely when the Old Testament isn't what we're supposed to be following as Christians. Christians have a new covenant. It's a new deal. And that new deal is through Jesus. And Jesus and your relationship is what's important. The Old Testament is only there to serve as to show fulfillment of prophecy. And that's all that's there for it.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
The Old Testament, correct me if I'm Mom, if you're listening, isn't that like my mom always, because my mom, like, I'm sorry to throw you under the bus, Mom, my mom hates Jews. The Old Testament is what Jews believe in, right? Is that right or no? Because that's what she tells me.
It's the Torah. The Torah.
Okay.
Yes and no. They're not the only ones.
No, my mom is straight up like
Catholic
Mel Gibson.
Bible,
the Jews killed Christ. She's very like I used to date a
Stop
Jew.
even saying it.
Okay,
Stop
sorry.
saying it.
Sorry.
But look, because my family's Jewish and it's mixed. I'm the only the only Irish Catholic of a family of 6 Jewish siblings, and I love my siblings. Most of them converted to Catholicism because of my dad. But anyway, what's important here is the Catholic Bible is the closest Bible, Christian, to the original Torah because it has all of the original Jewish books in it. The Protestant Bibles skip Maccabees in particular. Maccabees is not in any of the Baptist, Protestant, I should say not Baptist, but Protestant. My problem with any of the other faiths is the focus on Old Testament when Old Testament isn't what you're living. We are living New Testament. If you're a Christian, you're living New Testament. Old Testament is there for fulfillment of prophecy. It is also, these things were written before before anybody was ever redeemed. No, they went straight into death. They went into death, into nothingness. And it wasn't until Jesus came into existence and died on the cross and was crucified and was resurrected that there was life after and redemption. Redemption came about through the sacrifice of the great lamb. So when you focus on the Old Testament, you're missing the importance of what Jesus is differentiating from the old book. And this is what he's talking about when he was a sword between mothers and daughters, fathers and sons. He was talking about, I am the sword between the old and what is the new, this new covenant. I should have gone on to be a priest, even though I have no faith. I would have been.
My mom always said I should have been a pastor, but like I lost my. We've probably talked about this. When I went to McPherson College, which is a Christian college, and that's where I lost my faith. Like the.
Well, I do know that, PJ. I do know that. But the fact is,
I know, Mom. You always say hate the sinner, not the sin.
Pentecostals and Southern Baptists were just the ire of my fucking blood for a long time, running into them. And I had a lot of friends who were Pentecostal and Southern Baptists, and we couldn't do things together. It used to annoy me because of their deeply devout involvement with their church rather than their faith. Because there's a difference between faith in your church and faith in your belief.
Yeah. So Mom, Mom, I love you, but like it's your fault. You raised me. You raised me Lutheran, which is it's Catholic light. Dad for some reason, Mom's a Southern Baptist, my dad's a Catholic,
church, man.
And they settled on Lutheran, which is very, it's very Catholic, it minus the confessionals and praying to Mary, and my mom took me to her. She's when my dad have not been together for a very, very long time. So like last time or a few times, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, I visited her. She took me to church. Last time I went to church was with her. She took me to a Southern Baptist church. Ironically, I'm pretty sure it's the church I got married in. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mom. And it freaked me out because people were like clapping and loud and putting their hands up in the air. And it was just
I'm
like.
going to address this real quick. First
Okay.
of all, Devil, you don't know your history if you say that. It is significant in only the fact and why it ever got brought into the modern Bible was because it was decided that it was important to show where fulfillment of prophecy was. And eventually it came to a point where they just threw their hands up and said, just include the whole book. But they differentiate it that this is the new covenant. And if you don't understand that as a Christian, you're missing the point of what your faith is about. It's devout to Jesus and what he is teaching. Yes, he teaches Old Testament, but in a way to where it explains what he's doing. And you, through Jesus, are redeemed. Now, I am an agnostic talking about this, but that annoys me when I see that, buddy.
Can we?
I am correct in my. I spent years studying this stuff so I could understand it. My loss of faith only came about because my daughter got kidnapped and it broke me. And I have not been able to recover since. And,
Martine.
Yes.
Can you put up the comment from the lovely Sherry?
But I love you, Devil, man. I love you, man. But no, you are wrong.
Please. Yes, I've always wondered this. I'd love your thoughts on this since we're talking about.
Well, first of all, there were two versions of the Catholic Church. You have the Eastern European version, Orthodox Catholic, and then you had Catholic. And there are some similarities between them. They both came about at the same time.
Well, not just Catholicism. Why are Christians, why are there so many different branches of Christianity?
Well, it began when Luther posted that note about tithing on the doors of the Catholic Church, and he broke from the church, becoming a Protestant. He was protesting the Catholic Church. And that was the beginning of the break from the Catholic Church. And Lutheran is Catholic light because what happened?
Yeah.
Luther broke before confession and before the Catholic Church said that Mary was divine and the mother of God, which is one of the parts I've had trouble with since I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's my mom's biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, even Catholics have problems with that. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, and every good priest will tell you, look, they say it's dogmatic law, but we're not going to kick you out if you don't agree with it. Okay, we're not stupid. We get it, because some of the greatest scientists are in the Catholic Church, and a lot of people know that. Physicists.
Hey, Floral wants to join us. Did you see that? Send him the link if you want him in.
Oh, yeah.
Hobo
I'll stop the show and do this. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, well, you want Martine to interrupt you, so you get mad when he doesn't interrupt you.
I know,
and Martine's not doing his job, so I'm doing it for him.
You are the most.
You sneaky.
I love you guys. Man. I love you guys.
Where's Floral? Where's Floral? There's Floral.
Yeah.
This one.
But I'm going to tell you because even in my
is
family, my cousin Kenny was a Baptist minister, and one of my first most deeply moving religious experiences was not with the Catholic Church, but with my cousin Kenny, and it had a huge impact on me when I was about 7, and it broke my heart when I lost him because he was a real spirit guide for me growing up, my cousin Kenny. So, clearly I have no problem with Baptists or Protestants of any kind. I was a member of the Lutheran Church too. And it is Lutheran light because, as I said, Luther broke from the church before confession and before the divination of Mary.
Divination. And is this true? I think I remember, because I did take catechism. Luther, he's the reason we have Christmas trees, right? Isn't he the one that did the first Christmas tree?
No.
I'm not aware of that at all. The Christmas tree came from the Scandinavian and Germans with their original beliefs in trees. That's where the Christmas tree was adopted into Christianity.
They used to put candles.
That's actually slightly a myth, though.
The Catholics were notorious for adopting items within mythology, to help them.
I could have swore I learned
beliefs in
Martin Luther. I'm gonna Google it. I could have swore I learned this
You
in
can actually have
Sunday
inner
school.
monologues instead of talking over me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, inner monologues.
I'll mute. I'll mute.
So as a pastor, I feel like this is kind of my domain.
Okay, be careful because I don't want you doxing yourself.
I know, but I mean, I kind of did a little bit on comics divisions thing the other night.
All right.
I mean, I haven't gone too far, but as a pastor, I can speak into some of this stuff. So, I mean, I'm just trying to catch up on where the conversation is right now. Religion is a way of life.
Well, I was actually really, I'm talking about not with the chat, but what I'm talking about is that when the Catholics began to slip, and there's two different kinds of Catholic. There's Orthodox Catholic, just like Orthodox Jews and Jews. There's Orthodoxy, the Greek Catholic, and the Catholic. Greek Catholics, they freak me out a little bit, but it's still a beautiful service. But in the early days of the Bible days, when it was growing, the Christian religion, there are technically multiple factions of Christianity, but they hadn't decided yet who is going to be the head of the Christian church. And of course, according to the Catholic history, which you can take with a grain of salt, in my opinion, Peter was decided to be the head of the Christian church, that he was the stone from which, Jesus would build his church. So they took that literally, and they made Peter the first pope. And that's according to Catholic teachings, Doug.
So I don't know how we got onto this, but did you guys hear, on a lighter note, that Camille Vasquez has not only been courted by Hollywood because of her performance as Johnny Depp's attorney, she actually landed a partner. She just got promoted to partner at her law firm. So kudos to her.
Yeah, good on her. All right, look, I want to move on to other subjects because
that's what I was trying to do.
I'm agnostic. I'm so agnostic
puppets,
but I really get irritated when people, have the wrong idea of what the Old Testament is with the New Testament, because the New Testament is the New Covenant, and it's called that for a reason. It's
the same guy all the way through, old
it's a
to
new contract.
And if you actually study it, you cannot read the New Testament without the Old Testament. The Old Testament is
there as a reminder of what led to the New Testament, because the Old Testament is
in a sense, yes, but like
the lack of forgiveness, and once the redemption took place.
What do you mean lack of forgiveness? Hokey Dinah, dude.
No. I'm talking about being able to go to heaven, because according to the Torah, you went into death. And when Jesus went down into death,
you went into Abraham's bosom. You went into a period of waiting. That was the functional teaching, because they did have a belief in heaven. They did have a belief in hell in the Jews in the Old Testament. They absolutely did have that concept. It was just that you went to be with Abraham.
So I was fucking my wife in the ass the other day, and
well, man, this is like this is my thing. But Gab's Stargate. I'm going to address one thing before we move on. He said, why do you think so many people have lost their faith in the past 10 to 15 years? Really, it actually goes back to the last about 20 years. And the reason why, truthfully, I think this is it. It comes down to when you see the push of people sharing their testimonies and their faith, it became a believe that people can't question my faith because it's my story, what does that sound like right now? And so instead of embracing the realities and actually digging for truth and going after the evidence, people started to build their faith on stories. Now, what do you see happening in our culture right now? Something very similar, except instead of it being about scripture, it's about ideologies. And so it's functionally the same thing you're seing.
It's the same building of mythologies of the ancient Greeks and Romans. Before Christianity. No, I absolutely agree with you. Now, I would actually like to talk to you more about this, just you and me.
Why?
I'm not saying Dork Knight would interrupt me every time I'm asking you a question, but I'm saying Dork Knight would definitely interrupt me every time I ask you a question.
I've been good. I've been silent this whole time.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'll totally dox myself in this moment. Are you ready for it?
Don't do it.
I don't want you to do this on my show, but
all right.
Fuck it, do it. Because if you're going to dox yourself, then I'm going to dox what we're doing. You and I are doing. So
look, he's Oscar the Grouch. He lives in a fucking trash can.
I don't do that many streams with Floral, but I fucking love this guy, and he knows it. I've had a connection with this guy on a very spiritual level. So go ahead.
I'm
So
the
the way
poorest
that-
motherfucker on Sesame Street. Sorry.
So as a pastor, the way I do it is I go through verse by verse, kind of like how a lot of guys do, but I want to look at the evidence. And so built into my scripture, my scriptures, my teaching, I try to provide the evidence and actually look at the counter arguments and all that kind of stuff. Living Hope Lucan, that's the YouTube channel. It's only 92 subscribers, but hey, whatever.
It's going to grow today. It'll go over 100.
There we go. I'll be able to add that URL. But Living Hope Lucan, and so I went through Genesis. Right now we're in the book of John, so we're actually talking about Jesus. What did Jesus actually say about himself? And so that's all I'll say from there.
Well, I will
unless
tell you
there's a
this,
direct question.
One of the things that we're, that I was taught in theology was, and this was college.
Gerry.
Yeah.
Please put up the link to Floral's other channel.
Yeah, Floral, share it in the private chat so Martin can share it with the chat.
No, I cannot do it. Remember that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just share it in the private chat.
Hey, Floral, can I ask you a question, please? Because I didn't know you. I hadn't. I've done tons of.
We're almost an hour into this, and I still haven't gone over what I'm supposed to be talking about on this show. I love it. Go ahead.
Oh, well, never mind.
No, do it. I'm making fun of the fact that I have let this derail.
Well, so I'm a big wrestling fan, and
I don't believe you.
And there was this famous promo back in '95, I think it was, where Stone Cold Steve Austin had just beaten Jake the Snake Roberts, and his whole gimmick was he was a recovered alcoholic, and he was, it was like a born again Christian was his gimmick. And so Steve Austin's famous promo was, you sit there and you thump your Bible, you talk about your Psalms and your John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass." What is John 3:16? Like, what is the John? Do you know what John 3:16 is? Because
dude, I got an entire sermon on it.
No, I just need the. You don't have to give me the sermon, brother. I just
so the world that he gave his one and only Son, so that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Oh wow. You know, that shirt is the #1 selling shirt in WWF history, and that is probably the most blasphemous thing ever, based off of what you just told me. That's crazy.
It's almost ironic. So I want to go to what I just had up on the screen there. Would you put it back up, buddy? No, previously from this
what
one.
the hell?
Religion is a way of
Facts
life.
call.
You live accordingly or don't. There's people. Well, I will say this, Monkey. I don't see it as a way of life. Devotion is something beyond that. Spiritual devotion. It's something that I lost contact with when my daughter was kidnapped. That I hope every day I get back, because I pray every day. I pray a lot during the day, but my prayers now are, man, I hope you're there listening to me. I hope that you exist, and I'm just not a fucking idiot. But trauma can actually have a huge impact on your faith. Some people, it makes them closer to it, and some people, it pushes them away. That's what it did to me. The trauma I went through, and I can't seem to reignite it, So what I do is, I just keep the training wheels on and keep going, hoping that one day the wheels will kick off on their own and I'll take off again. But until then, I'm pretty happy with this. I live a good life.
Okay,
I live life as a good person, trying to be truthful to myself more than anything. To thine own self be true. One of the greatest lines from Shakespeare, spoken by a religious leader within the story. To thine own self be true. Neither a lender nor a borrower be. And it's a good way of living your life. And if you're devoid of a faith, it's important to always maintain continuity in who you are. And I think through faith, that is what you're really seeking, is who you really are. Your faith in your interpersonal relationship with your maker, as they call it in the Christian faith, your interpersonal relationship with Jesus. And I think that it's through this that you find out who you really are. But morality doesn't exist within a bubble. Morality is something that exists along a plane. And whether you're in the religious bubble or outside of it, you can have morality. and this isn't my problem with going back to the original thing before we move on to the real subject of the show, which is nihilism is devoid of morality. And that's the problem. Nothing matters. This, of course, is the mindset of many serial killers. If you go back and look at them, each serial killer was in constant conflict or acceptance of nihilism as their main driving force. The one that I know in particular was in conflict was the big giant guy that does the audiobook voices. People who've owned audiobooks since the 70s, you've listened to a serial killer. But he hit his moral break was when he killed his mother. And once he killed his mother, he no longer was interested in hurting anybody.
All right,
and he gave himself up. It's the big, tall guy with the giant mustache. He was in the movie Mindhunters. And so he was nihilistic before, and then after that, he seemed to come to grips with what he had done and he fought with himself, but turned himself in eventually.
So
he wanted to stop and be punished for what he did.
So with that, let's end this segment and go to what we were talking about. But before we do, let us pray. Our Father, feel free to join with me, who art in heaven.
In heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Oh, you want to do it that way?
Wow.
Thy kingdom.
I'm old school. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses.
You say trespasses, right? As we forgive those.
As we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
And then we don't say the rest of it because that was actually
in the Catholic Church
in some manuscripts. So we don't say that one.
Yeah, in the Catholic Church, it's different there because we don't. The continuation of the prayer is actually the ending of the prayer, according to the Catholic Church, which is
it's about manuscripts actually. That's
deliver us from evil.
The Catholic Church
the kingdom and the glory forever and
ever. Amen.
It's not in the original manuscripts.
It's an ending. It's just the ending of a prayer. It's their long, slow amen. Instead of just saying amen, they draw it out. And then followed by my favorite part of the Catholic
criticism. This is called hermeneutics.
Within him, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, Almighty Father.
I just learned something new. I was trying to be a smartass, but that last part of the prayer is not.
It's not technically in the original manuscripts. No.
That's Catholic.
Really?
Yeah. You're welcome.
I didn't know that. Mom, did you know that?
You don't have to pray as long.
Gerry. Dennis is in the house.
Dennis.
When I was a kid, one of my favorite things was a nun released a pop version. It ended up hitting the pop charts of the Lord's Prayer.
Dennis, just go for a walk instead. Just go for a walk. You can do this.
Dennis. How the hell are you? Welcome to the Almighty Hour. This is my new religious segment. No, I'm going to move on because I really got to get to what I came onto the show to talk about.
This happened yesterday too.
Look, man, I like to talk about real subjects. It's the thing with me. I like to talk about faith, in particular, personal faith.
No, this was an unexpected, fascinating conversation.
Okay, we got to stop talking religion here. You don't want to get a black guy started about religion.
Oh, that's how you get the and the Lord said.
In Jesus. Sorry.
Come on, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Keith.
Hi, Keith.
You're on the show, Keith.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
Yeah. Morning, Keith. Did you hear my jokes at your expense? Keith. Hello. Hello, Keith. Can you hear us, Keith? Hello.
Okay. I don't think I can hear any of you guys, so I guess it's on my end.
No, we hear you now.
I'll jump back out and jump back in.
That sounds like a plan.
I like how he did his radio voice when he said that. I'll jump out and I'll jump back in.
I prefer to think
him all the time.
He was judging all of us.
Yeah, Keith's always judging us. So here we are. We are at Geekosity. If you don't know Geekosity, what the hell's wrong with you? Geekositymag.com. Mikey Sutton's Geekositymag.com. It is the best scoop and rumor website going because this guy is networked in a way you don't understand.
He's got a pretty good percentage too, with like being correct with this.
He's still betting 1,000.
Yeah.
He's still betting 1,000.
Yeah.
That means no strikes.
Yeah.
No misses. Every batting was a hit.
Yeah.
And even though you may not know it was a hit, it could take up to 2 to 3 years for something to pan out. No. He has panned out every single time so far.
And I hope he's right about the Amber Heard thing, because fuck that bitch.
We've known for a while that bitch is out. Fucking David Zaslav is killing people over there. When I say that, I don't mean literally. I'm being figurative.
Oh, man.
Okay.
He's murdering careers.
Okay.
At Warner. And one of the careers, 2 of the careers he wanted murdered that was pissing him off every fucking day they weren't killed was Ezra Miller and Amber Heard. So anyway, here we are. This is Joker sequel could be inspired by Batman 3 Joker's comic. DC Films is developing a Joker sequel, and it could be influenced by Batman the 3 Joker's comic book. There's no question that Warner Brothers longed for another Joker movie. Yeah, that's under Hamada. Because Hamada knew he fucked up with this. Him, Toby, the whole crew fucked up with the Joker movie. If you don't understand what we're talking about, they made nearly nothing off of that $1 billion movie.
Serves them right, because they were short-sighted.
That movie was shot for an independent budget and made $1 billion dollars.
Yeah.
Pure fucking profit. And Warner Brothers got almost nil of that because they're fucking idiots. I keep telling you.
They thought they were going to make something from that Birds of Prey film. And off of Wonder Woman 84.
I really think they undersold.
This is proof of how fucking stupid they are.
Yeah, I think they undersold the whole or whatever. You know what I think I'm trying to say is the whole Joker being his own movie thing. I think they were like, yeah, okay, Todd Phillips, you're a Hangover guy. You do that cute movie. It ain't gonna be shit. That's kind of life.
Here's the other thing you need to understand. DC Comics has an incredible library of characters outside of just their regular superhero characters. And there are a lot of them that could actually have their own films. In fact, DC, out of both Marvel and DC has had a lot of success doing a lot of that stuff outside of their main superhero stuff. That's where the Red films come from. And at least 2 of those projects got nominated for a whole bunch of Oscars, like The Road to Perdition.
Wasn't Losers a DC property?
That's also a DC, but The Road to Perdition and A History of Violence. Those 2 films are DC properties, and The Road to Perdition was the final movie that actor
I'm going to take this moment.
It was Newman's final film.
I've gone 57 minutes trying to get to this fucking article. I don't want to go another 57. I want to fucking read this article. Please let me read it.
Do it now.
And then
Paul Newman.
Get to the article. Sorry.
Then I'm going to rely on our in-house comic guy, Keith, to explain the significance of this comic. So once again, Warner Brothers is not going to ignore the possibility of another hit with a movie. Yeah, they fucked up. Starring Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. The movie had a budget of $60 million. It grabbed $1.74 billion at the global box office. 2019's Joker is a highlight of the comic book movies. Joker was widely acclaimed. In fact, it gained numerous statues from the Academy Awards, BAFTA Awards, Screen Actors Guild, to name a few. The Academy Awards, I don't give a shit because it's a crooked organization. The nominee list's a lot longer as well. In fact, it's so long that I'll eat up a ton of reading time. You can just check IMDb page and yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's a comic book fan's dream for this to happen. To anyone who watched the movie, Phoenix really delivered more than expected from start to finish. It was a great film portraying a mentally challenged character with his hardship struggles, ultimately his rise to what you see in front of the screen. Origins, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to get into this part. But I will say that the interest in doing the 3 Jokers it's important to understand again why I have a problem with it. And Keith will pretty much make that clear when he explains where the Three Jokers story fits into the DC timeline. And so let's go ahead and get into that. The Three Jokers, explain what it is, Keith, and why I have a problem with it, because you'll put it really clearly.
Well, no, it's one of the more recent stories within the last few years that have come out of
right there. Bam.
Well, it's also by, it was by Jeff Johns. It's under their black label. It was kind of
Bam. Dork got it too. Bam.
Sorry.
And
I am a comic book junkie as well. Sorry.
Well, and the thing about this is that, as Gerry had explained earlier, there was no plan to make a sequel because, one, Joaquin Phoenix doesn't do sequels, and two, Todd Phillips, his original idea was just to make that one movie. And it was to basically, Hamada needed this film, the sequel, to cover his butt for having screwed up with not making anything from the first film.
From making such a bad deal?
Yeah, it was a really bad business deal.
Yeah.
And so to make a sequel, I don't know how much I'm really anticipating this. Again, I'm glad that Todd Phillips is back. I'm glad Joaquin is back. But I don't know if the same fire is within them to really pull this off. Thus, the whole adaptation of a Jeff Johns comic that both Gerry and myself didn't really think too much of.
I get that, but it was high. Like like I work with a lot of comic book shops and artists and things like that, and I'm kind of in the scene or whatever. But it was kind of like I remember everybody raved about that book.
Well, you got to remember this was in the middle of the whole thing about how the industry was basically crumbling to pieces. And you've already had DC basically deciding to go on its own and separate themselves from Diamond. So this was that major event that happened around that same time. Look, the comic book industry as a whole isn't what it was as far as DC and Marvel are concerned.
Diamond got what it had coming to it. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
So you and Gerry, with the Three Jokers, did you guys not like it because of the Red Hood or Batgirl or both, or was it something totally unrelated? I mean, I'm just
it's just the current state of comics that made me dislike it, because it came out in the middle of all this garbage that's coming out. Jeff Johns, I don't like as a writer. I don't think he's very good at all. People go, well, he did well on this and that and the other thing. I'm like going, look, man, he's a shit writer all the time. He's a garbage writer. I don't fucking like him. I think he's a shit writer. And anything he touches, I know is going to have problems. And so I don't bother with him anymore.
On top of that, he is really the real reason why DC Studios doesn't exist anymore. Because technically, that's what they have.
Didn't he do Flashpoint though? Like the in the comics, wasn't that Jeff Johns?
I also didn't like Flashpoint.
Shit, I love Flashpoint, man.
People don't know much about what I don't like.
I'm sorry.
I don't like modern comics because Keith,
dude, I love
one of our first conversations was over the New 52, and I said it's garbage. I looked at it sitting there at VisionCon. I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is crap. Why would they start with this? This is terrible.
Monkey Jeebus, I agree with you. Like they were, if you remove them from the story, it doesn't change a fucking thing. Kind of like when in Last Jedi, that little side quest to the casino planet. If you remove that whole thing, it doesn't change the damn thing. Wow, Flashpoint's crap. Gap, Stargate. Wow,
every single scene
love
in a story, every bit of dialogue gets to do one thing: to push the story forward. If you can remove things from that movie, it's not part of the movie, and that's the problem with Ryan Johnson. He doesn't know how to fucking write.
No, he doesn't.
That's why it takes him so long to do writing. Okay, I'm going to go back to something that Simpleton said. I thought Phoenix's Joker had mental shortcomings because of the medication and so on. I'm going to tell you this. I tell people every time when you watch movies like that, who's the narrator of that story? Joaquin Phoenix's character is. And that means he is an unreliable narrator.
Yep.
You can't believe anything you're seeing. You don't know if he killed anybody. You don't know if any of this stuff happened.
I love that though, because it leaves so much to, like open to interpretation.
Well, I love it too, because you don't know if you're just seeing the ramblings of a crazy mind.
Yeah.
And that's why doing a sequel to it really doesn't really work.
There you go.
Because the minute you do
Whoa,
the
sequel
says something about the original film that you don't want said, which is what's real and what wasn't. And that's
what's your beef with Brian Michael Bendis, dude?
Wait, Dork. Let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you what's wrong with Brian Michael Bendis.
All right.
Brian Michael Bendis is a guy who I should support because he's from Cleveland. But I'm serious. He's a guy that likes to deconstruct characters and then invent, quote unquote, air quotes, invent new characters that take on the responsibilities of the characters that he's basing that stuff on and then go different directions. And in other words, he's the one behind Miles Morales. Okay?
Yeah, no,
he's the one behind several other characters that do that exact same thing. In fact, the character of Naomi, who they based that entire CW television series, he's the creator of that of character. He can't do anything on his own. Everything that he does now that he's known for is mainly derivative of what other people who are better than he have done. The only thing he's done that's worth anything, and again, that entire thing that I'm about to mention is derivative, is the Ultimate Universe. That's it.
Well, no, like Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Fantastic Four was good. He did good shit on Daredevil, but like I don't know, man. Like, so I had the fortune of, I guess, or maybe misfortune from your point of view, of meeting Brian Michael Bendis at Maximum Comics here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah,
and super cool dude, super down to earth dude, and not just that, but here's the thing, man. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, so my daughter calls me a she calls me a printer. She calls me a printer, but I think what she means, she's young. What she means is it's kind of like
visual cues at all.
What?
You guys don't take visual cues.
I'll shut up.
Look at the fucking screen. I'm trying to get on to the next story because I don't want to run out of time. I'm out of coffee. Show's technically over, and I want to get to the second subject. I hate interrupting, guys, but you guys got to realize I'm doing a show. So, Marvel
Jesus?
Studios wants to. Yeah, what would Jesus say, man? Marvel Studios wants to grab Jason Momoa from DC Films. This is written by Edwin Francisco and Mikey Sutton, editor-in-chief and owner of Geekosity magazine. Marvel Studios wants to pull Momoa away from DC Films, according to a new report, and the report is by Giant Freaking Robot, who I hate. Yeah, they are just a step
better than Topless Robot.
They are one step above We Got This Covered. Marvel Studios targets Jason Momoa for the MCU. Of course, it's not as cutthroat as it sounds. Now, I will say that the only reason why Mikey is covering this is something that he has covered. So, after all, director James Gunn plays ball with both companies. Moreover, Jared Leto is the Joker for DC Films and Morbius for, oops, that's Sony. Well, technically, Morbius belongs to Marvel, the good Marvel. LOL, Sony, LOL. I guess we know where somebody, I don't know, it's both of them wrote it. So, which one's saying that? I don't know. Is that Mikey or is that Edwin? Which one do you think it is, Keith?
That sounds like Mikey.
Yeah, it does to me too. He's notoriously snarky. Aquaman star Jason Momoa is currently one of the DC Films' most bankable stars. Furthermore, Aquaman is DC Films' most successful box office hit. It reached $1.146 billion with a budget of $160 million. Still way too high. That's despite Amber Heard's presence. Apparently, no bed sheets were harmed during the filming. We don't know that. The Dark Knight Rises and Joker are definitely close, but no cigar. Jason Momoa has been rising fast in his career. Even though he was popular in Game of Thrones, Aquaman really boosted his celebrity status, and it's true. I mean, that guy's been around since the early 2000s. When was Atlantis?
Oh, Stargate Atlantis?
Yeah.
That's at least 2000, 2001.
Yeah, and he came around the second season, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, Jason's been in my fucking radar for a long time. Nevertheless, Jason Momoa himself still has to prove himself. Why does he have to prove himself, man? The guy is bankable. I don't agree with that statement at all. Now, Jason Momoa may add another franchise to his list. Jason Momoa is apparently in talks with Marvel Studios. For now, that is all. No further information on what possible role he will take within the MCU is available. Undoubtedly, it would be funny if it was Namor. He'd be Aquaman in both universes, but I know that's not going to happen. Undoubtedly, it's not fellow Atlantean Namor. He says it immediately. Tenoch Huerta plays Namor in Black Panther. Let's see. The reports, they left an S out, speculates he could be the voice for the Fantastic Four's The Thing. Holy shit. Just have him play The Thing. Anyway, Jason Momoa's affable personality works well with The Thing, but why not Iron Fist? Now, oh, wow, I would love that, dude. Or Sabretooth. Jesus Christ. Fuck, man. All right, I give up. I'm getting a nerd boner on all of these. So, the Russo brothers hit grand slams with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Captain America, Civil War, Avengers, Infinity
Can you
War.
share the article like you normally show it when you read it to us?
Oh, well, I was showing it.
And then I started talking, and I was an asshole. I'm sorry.
No. All of you were doing it. Derailing my fucking show.
I'm sorry.
So Marvel Studios really does want to grab him. And I'm telling you right now, I think it will happen. Momoa's like Cavill. He's like The Rock. He's like all these guys. He is a big star that hasn't, Cavill in particular. Cavill is a bigger star than Hollywood realizes, and I think.
Yep. Oh yeah. And he's a man of the people. He's a geek. You know, he
Momoa has the same thing. Fans love him on a personal level. It broke their hearts when he befriended fucking Amber Heard, and I think he realized that, and it fucked his marriage up, and he realized that, and I think that's why we like him, because he's such a down to earth guy. But
are you watching the chat? This is funny. You brought up you compared Momoa to The Rock, and people in the chat are comparing him to Roman Reigns, who's The Rock's cousin, which you probably wouldn't know because it's a wrestling thing, but that's hilarious.
I thought Roman Reigns would make a good Namor, but that's just me.
Do you know when I became a Rock fan? And it's really kind of interesting.
When? Walking Tall?
It's when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah.
And he did the monkey thing.
Yeah.
And I was laughing so fucking hard. I'm like, this guy doesn't give a fuck about ego. This guy is fucking about the
ears
and the humor.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just that whole scene, him and Mr. Peepers. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought that was the Bambi thing. Bambi 2.
The copy guy scene, I just fucking Rob Schneider. I miss Rob. I love Rob.
Doss Wolfen, you better acknowledge your tribal chief. That's blasphemy. Let me see if I can delete that. That's just blasphemy. Hold up.
But now I feel like we have done a good job of finally covering the stories. I do want to show something. I'm going to have to delete it later because I'm guarantee I'm going to get a fucking claim against it. Is the official trailer one for Black Adam?
Oh, it's garbage, dude. It's anime. There's no footage. Have you watched it?
No, I just said I wanted to fucking watch it for the very first fucking time.
Well, watch it.
I'm hearing it. I've never watched it.
All right.
I like it yet either.
Let's keep the chat off of the video.
Yeah, I'll mute.
Martin. No, I'm talking to Martin about don't post any chat because I'm going to make it larger, and I don't want it getting blocked too much while we're watching it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take us all off there. There we go. Now you get. Well, I better check it again. Share screen. I'm always worried about this having that audio not checked. So there we go.
Black Adam. What have your power?
All right, I have to.
That was fucking awesome, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I have to. I hadn't seen that. I don't know if you saw my thing. What I saw was like an animated thing, and I guess I saw the wrong thing. That was
from
fucking
a year ago. That was from a year ago.
Okay, that was fucking awesome. Wow, thank you for sharing that because I hadn't seen that yet. Yeah,
They just wrapped production yesterday.
Oh my god, that looked awesome. Oh my god.
That
When he was in that cloak or whatever, that robe, that was
Now, I'm
awesome.
going to tell you that I'm not a fan of the new 52. I am not. But this is
Oh,
the
me
new
either.
52 version of Black Adam. And I got to admit, cinematically, some of the new 52 stuff works better on the big screen written by other people than it did in the comics. So I'm fine with it. I really am. I like what they're doing. I like, even though I have problems with Captain Marvel Shazam, my issue with that is that Billy Batson doesn't become Shazam. He is transformed into Shazam. And that Shazam is not a grown-up version of him. That is the lore of Captain Marvel.
Right.
I dislike that one aspect of what they did with Shazam. Past that, I fucking love the Shazam movie. I mean, if you're going to get Captain Marvel right, get him right. If you're not going to call him Captain Marvel, I'll accept that.
Well, you know, legal reasons, you know, they can't, but
Legal reasons they actually fight for the right to, because, you know.
Well, today is the birthday of C.C. Beck, the creator of Shazam and Captain Marvel, I should say. So, so look, I expected nothing less from any of this from The Rock, and seeing how he is the creative director and main guy behind this and the Shazam family films, I'm beyond excited.
No, dude, The Rock has been talking about Black Adam for almost a decade. You know what I mean? He's going to make sure it's done right, you know.
Wait till you see Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
My other thing is I didn't like the Captain America scene there.
What?
Where they put someone in the chamber and they're about to stuff him full of muscle juice.
Well, it's also Weapon X. You know, I mean, we could call on a lot of things. That's just a comic trope. It's just a comic trope. So, you know, I'm okay with it. But I do want to point out again, this is one of my favorite things dealing with Captain Marvel. Open image.
I love how old school you are. You just refuse. You just call him Captain Marvel. I love it.
Well, that's what he is.
No, I know, but like, I love
the
it.
original Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that the gentleman that you just brought up, Keith, did create Captain Marvel based on Fred McMurray.
And how somebody in real life based a version of himself off of one of the other characters in the Marvel family. Elvis Presley.
Thank you. I'm like, don't bring something up and then not give the answer, because
all of the Las Vegas stuff that you saw, the short cape and the way his hair was even done during the Vegas years in the latter half of his life, are all based on Captain Marvel Jr., who was his favorite character.
Not surprised at all. And I got to tell you, Zachary Levi did a really good job.
He really did. I actually dug him a lot.
I fucking, you know, and he didn't do so much for the first film. He did beef up a little bit, but he is fucking cut for this new film.
Oh, he's yoked, dude. I've seen his stuff on Instagram.
He built his neck up, because that's people don't understand. Your neck says a lot.
Yeah.
It's the sternocleidoid mastoid muscles.
Oh, this?
You don't build those out.
Yeah.
If they don't stick out, you got a pencil neck. And he had a kind of a pencil neck when he was in the first movie. Now he's got that neck sticking out a little bit.
Well, plus, if you want to stand toe-to-toe with both The Rock and Henry Cavill, you need to make sure your game is spot on.
Beefed up. You goddamn right.
Yeah. All right. I'm not Gary. I'm gonna cheat. I'm getting another cup of coffee. I'll be back, guys.
Let's end the show before he gets back. It'll be funny. And I really do need to wrap this show up. Martin, would you go ahead and collect those names if you haven't already? Did you? Let me look. Nope, you have not yet. Martin does a really wonderful job of collecting the names of everybody.
You have it.
There we go. I want to thank Aaron Ratliff, Brightest Day, Das Wolfen, D. Bud Martin, Decepticons Cave of Villains, Dennis McCullough, Devil Flyer, And no matter what, Devil Flyer, just know that if I disagree with somebody, doesn't mean I don't fucking love them. You know, and that's a fact. I have a lot of friends I don't agree with. So never take anything personal that I'm talking about. Dr. Dragon, Gap Stargate, Jacob the Critic was here. He's another good close friend of Keith's and mine in real life. Justin of the Red Shirt was here. Be seeing you. I'm not going to mention Keith because he's in the fucking show. Kylock, Monkey Jeebus, Mr. Tickle Trunk, Parrot Head. Penny was here, Dork's mom. Let's see. Real Wade Nation. Oh, dang it. I didn't interact with him. Sox Bulletin, big supporter of our channel. I thank you so much, Sox, for always sharing our stuff, going beyond on different social medias. The lovely Sherry was here, the Peter Venkman fan site, and Wolverine 626 was here. What a wonderful crew. I like seeing my morning people, my peeps. And where did Keith go? Looks like we lost Keith. Keith lost internet. I love how my dog is in and out of reality. Look at that.
Facing.
Yeah, let's see. Let me hit some of the last one. Darius Munchausen is here. Darius, what is up, my friend? Steinocleidomastoid, aka the Goku neck muscle. Amen, my brother. We learned that because of medical training. So Black Adam would kick Superman's ass. His powers are magic based. That's right. That's one thing we learned reading Superman is that he is not capable of fighting supernatural. It is a weakness to him, not just kryptonite. Sox Bulletins, The Rock will make that happen. They have the same agent and are friends. Amen. I call them semi-Eskimo brothers. Let's see. Good to see you. And, finally, we got a super sticker from our good friend Darius Munchausen. Sadly, StreamYards won't let me see what your sticker is, so somebody has to tell me what it is. I can't see it.
I couldn't see it either. But may I say something to one of the people who's in the chatty things you called out?
Yeah.
Sorry. Deleted scenes, dude. Clearly, I love the fact that you liked my Tony Khan tweet. You need to direct message me. We need to talk and hang out more. Like, I think we would really get along because that was funny.
I don't think Steven likes you.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Everybody likes you, dork. But once again, Darius, I want to thank you for your $1.49 super chat. And for you, I have a brand new video clip to thank you with. I'm waiting for it to finish processing. I uploaded it, but I made it this morning. Here you go.
You're squinting like you need glasses. Well, what do you... Look at me. What? What I'm thinking is, you're mine. I fucking own you. But what I'm not doing is feeling one way or another about it. You see, you're not a person to me. You're an entry in my book. That's all. You're just a guy who owes me money.
I've been waiting for that because it's such a fucking awesome scene.
Chili Palmer.
Feeling one way or the other about it.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Yeah. That is one of my favorite movies of all time. Is
yeah.
So much great dialogue, music. I fucking love that music in that.
Movie. Dude, one of my exes used to get so mad because I used to quote that, like, if you're important, people will wait for you, and that was one of his quotes.
There you go. It's a dumbbell. Modern writers don't write Shazam right. Shazam should never be naive because he has the wisdom. He is not Billy Batson. Period. And they need to stop doing that. I know that's the new 52. It's one of the things they got fucking wrong. Absolutely.
Well, that's
wrong.
because Jeff Johns was like, I don't know if they're still going to have him do that, but he was like a producer and he was the big spearhead of New 52 and you know what I mean? So like they're not using the OG Shazam. They're using the New 52 stuff, but they might change it. I don't know. Like they'll do whatever the hell The Rock tells them to do. So like, talk to The Rock.
Oh, they are listening, and we've been preaching this for a long fucking time. That they have been really listening to him talk. But I'm going to say this. This is my opinion of how Jeff Johns should be treated. I'm not saying literally. I'm saying figuratively. Wink, wink. Share screen. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Here we go. This is one of my favorite moments right here. This is me with Jeff Johns.
Going out there for myself.
Oh God.
But I get nowhere unless the team wins.
Team. Yeah, team. All right.
Jesus Christ, man, that got dark. I mean, you didn't even like his Green Lantern run? I mean, come
No, I
on.
don't fucking like his writing.
Shit.
He's a shit writer. He's a garbage writer. I can't stand his writing.
That was that Godfather 2?
If
What was
you
that?
put him in a paper bag.
What was that?
If you sealed him in a paper
Untouchables.
bag and told
Untouchables?
him,
Okay.
you need to write me a story that fucking impresses me, or I'm never letting you out of that bag, he would have disappeared.
Speaking of
the guy
story,
can't fucking write to save his life. I don't
Yes,
like
Father.
his writing.
Which one? We have two of them.
No,
Speaking-
no, Father Floral wants to say something.
Father Floral. All right, here you go. Sample a brief sampler for tonight's show because Martin's gonna be on it.
Here we go. I was trying to figure out what is that. Oh, it's you were sharing. Okay, go for it.
Yep. I want to be a garbage man. Then I can put things in a can. I get to drive a really big truck. It would be lots of fun to drive a garbage truck. Drive a garbage truck and think, oh, what's the fun? All right, so that's the short
All right.
sample for tonight.
All right. I fucking love it.
I like how you paused it where it was like, oh, what the like it could have been, you know.
Now, I am curious. Do you feel that you have doxed yourself enough that I can dox what we're doing?
Sure, I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna forever call him Father Floral. That's a way better name.
The real person behind
From
Floral
under
and
a
I-
rock, and Peter was the Jesus is the rock, and anyway, Peter, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Peter is, he's always been my hero because I always looked at him as a broken person. But, as I got older and lost my faith, you know who became my patron saint?
Daniel.
Judas.
Fuck you, man. No, think about it. Who is the guy who questioned everything?
Thomas.
Saint Thomas is the patron saint of agnostics.
Wait, Thomas, the brother of Jesus, Thomas, or a different Thomas?
No, Saint Thomas.
Doubting Thomas, the guy
Doubting
that
Thomas.
Jesus was like, unless I see the holes in his hands and the hands in his feet. Or the
And I've
holes in
always
his feet.
said he's there for a reason. He's there for us to find comfort, those of us that are agnostic, and not to feel hopeless. So
I don't want to bring up the whole religion
no,
conversation.
we're not going
again.
back. We're not going back.
You went there.
Don't go back. Do
All right.
not go back.
All right.
'Cause I'm
Father Floral, you need to DM me on Twitter. We got to talk. I got questions. I got lots of questions.
So one of the things that we are going to be doing together is a new version of which one should I show? I guess building would be a good one. Where is it? My God, my songs just sort of disappear. There it is. All right, I'm going to enlarge it, and we're going to do a new version of this song in particular for a new album, and I'm going to do it with the real person behind Floral. I'm not going to say any names, and because I still feel like I'm doxing you. I don't know why. You already doxed yourself.
It's all good.
That's just weird. Let me go with share screen. Boom, boom, share. And this new version is going to be a more straightforward song. This version I did in 2004. I actually recorded it in 2002, but didn't release the album until 4. is about the kidnapping of my daughter. That's what this song is about, and the insanity that kept me from sleeping for days, and it was really breaking me. And so this song came out of that. I wrote it in one afternoon, recorded it, and then I ended up sleeping for 2 days. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you and I do together. You know, because I can perform those songs. You know, I played all the instruments and vocals, but I wanted to go in a new direction and with somebody that can actually like sing. I can perform those songs, but I can't sing.
I told you my Aunt Linda loves your shit, dude. Like I played all your
Well,
because you're on
it's
Spotify,
very-
bro. I don't know if you know that
Yeah.
you're on
Yeah, I know.
Spotify. Yeah, okay.
CD Baby puts out all my music, and they put me. I get a check every month. I get a little check
Nice.
for my music. I don't advertise it. This is the most I promote is when I put it on my streams.
Can I
But,
play something funny for?
Hold on, no, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like
Because we have War Monkey.
you know, basically, you know, when I tell people about this song, if you read the lyrics to it and understand that I was in the very first throes of my daughter's kidnapping, it was the darkest period of not knowing where my kid was, if I was ever going to see her again, and I was unable to sleep. I was so stressed out about it. And this song, I wrote it in an afternoon, and after I recorded it that afternoon, I went and I slept for 2 days. I didn't wake up just to go and pee and then go back to bed and sleep. I didn't eat. I just slept. And basically, when I went to re-listen to the recording, I broke down because I understood the metaphor of everything in that song, what I was talking about. And you read the lyrics and you may not know what I'm talking about. In fact, some people think that it's a song about losing someone you love in a marriage. And no, this is about my daughter. And this is, by the way, Zoe's favorite song that I ever wrote. She would walk around the house singing it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
She would walk around singing it because she knew what the song was about.
You should have the.
And
Fuck
I
you,
can't
Das
perform it
Wolfen.
hard. Somebody tried to get me to perform it live, and I couldn't do it.
No, you should have her record. You should have her. You guys should do a thing where she records
won't
it.
do it.
Oh man, that would be.
I
don't.
got her on the show, and it took me 3 years.
Hey, you tricked her onto one with me.
Yeah, that one doesn't count. That one doesn't
Oh,
count. even though
whatever.
But
It's
I
on.
did, I
It's
appreciate it.
yeah. Hey, War Monkey.
Let's get this done real quick because we need to go.
Okay, this is for deleted scenes, and tell me this doesn't have a musical beat to it.
That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
All right, that's enough, right? It's like that's got a beat to it, right?
Yeah, it's okay. So here we go.
That was for you, deleted scenes.
I want to thank everybody for being here. I've already gone through some of the names. Do we have some updates? Because more have shown up.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good stuff.
I want to thank Darius Munchausen for his super sticker. I appreciate it. Unz. Yep, there you go. Kingsport Cal, sorry you showed up late, buddy, but glad you're here. I love seeing all my friends. War Monkey, thanks for showing up, man. Thank all of you guys. My two favorite monkeys were here. My favorite Sherry was here. My favorite Munchausen was here. And no, it's not Baron Munchausen. It's Darius Munchausen. And that's Darius Munchausen by proxy.
I just love Munchausen. It sounds
He's
fun.
constantly hurting himself to get attention. Gap Stargate. Man, you guys are awesome. Oh, wait. Nerdpool just showed up. There we go. Pop that
Well,
up there.
damn.
You showed up just in time for our
Nerdporial.
outro. I also want
Nerdporial.
to thank Keith for being here. I want to thank Dork Knight for interrupting me constantly. I love you, buddy.
Sorry. Love you too.
Floral, thanks for being here, man. I look
No
forward
problem.
to your show. Is that tonight, right?
Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, put the link in there because, like, bro, I learned a lot about you and gained a new respect for you. I want to follow you and your stuff, man.
Oh,
Like,
man.
yeah.
He is so fucking cool, dude. I fucking love him. I
Yeah.
love him. So thanks for showing up, Keith, and then just arbitrarily disappearing, you motherfucker. You know, he's busy doing black guy stuff. That's Keith.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody. Lovely shit. What she, oh, yeah, she got the big grin. She knows. She knows that she's my one and only internet crush. And Sherry, baby. Anyway, who's that? The Four Seasons, right? Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Sherry,
Oh, I'm at
baby,
259 subs right now. That's fun.
Oh, sweet, you're growing, buddy.
Hey, did you send me? Put the link in there for me. Oh, you did.
I
All
did.
right. Yeah, I just saw it. I'm sorry. My bad.
Are you gonna be my?
And after
And I
watching
just
Loki-
subscribed, so now you're at 260.
Fantastic. So I want to point out that last night's Toxic Tuesday is a must-watch. Great episode.
You ran my mom off, though. Did you not see that?
RoboCop. We did RoboCop. It was a great episode. If you haven't seen last night's Toxic Tuesday, go check it out. It was filled with hilarity.
It was fun.
Tom was just on it last night.
Dude, he's got that voice thing. That's so cool.
Well, I have it too, but I never use it.
Oh, that is so cool. He sounded like RoboCop. It was like,
it was spot on. And he kept taking my lead. I'm like, say this.
It's
And he'd
32
do it, and
bucks
I'm like,
to
there you
get
go.
the normal, the full version, and then you can do whatever
you
you
know.
want.
Yeah.
In
Come
theory,
with me, or there
is
will
this
be
working?
trouble.
Is my voice messed up right now or no?
No, you sound normal. Yeah.
Oh, why does it not work?
No, because he's got one. He's done it because he also does Tom does karaoke with me, and I've heard him do like Darth Vader.
Today was the voice mod. I know what he has.
Yeah, it's crazy. I want.
He has the paid version of it.
I want to get whatever the hell he has because that's awesome. Oh wow, that was different.
Yeah, there we go. See? It's not that hard.
Well, now you sound like a chick I try to pick up
And
at
now
the
I'm
bar.
on helium.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so sexy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the program I'm
Too
looking
sexy for my shirt.
It's called Voice Mod, and
Yep.
there's a free version, or you can pay for the full version.
Yes, Monkey Jeebus. Tony Khan is my spirit animal.
Wow.
Okay.
You sub too? Thanks, buddy.
All right, so I'm going to end the show, but I want to give a proper
Thank you.
And I want everybody to know that I love that you guys are my regulars. This is like if I had a pub, you're the guys that come around the bar and sit around me in the morning, and that's what I look at this like.
Where everybody knows.
That's what I was about to say. This is your cheers, man.
But I'm curious. I think Mr. Tickle Trunk is Norm.
Got me
That's
so excited.
just my opinion. I think that Mr. Tickle Trunk
Just
is Norm.
thanks, Warren.
So who am I? Am I Woody? I don't like. Who would I be?
You would be Coach because he died.
Fair enough.
You're the dead one.
So what he's saying is he wants me dead. That's
No.
fine.
No, you're what's her name? The Rita Perlman's character on the show. I forget her name.
Wow.
Rita
Hey,
Perlman.
Mom. Hey, did you see that floral? My mom's subscribing to
did.
you as well.
It's
So,
exciting.
Yeah.
Just remember, no matter how naughty his humor is, he is a devout Christian and a Baptist.
And apparently, like I said, he's Father Floral. So that's your new that's what I'm calling you from now on.
Daniel, I'd make you Christy Alley though.
Oh yeah, the pointless character. Yes. Now she has some good years on her.
No, it's she. That's where she gets her start. So
You know what? If you like, I got great hair. I'm Ted Danson. I don't care what you guys say. I got the hair.
Yeah, we got to get that bald spot going and then spray it so it doesn't look like it's bald.
you've been doing it for a long time, Dork.
Yeah, I know. You hit that bald spot for years. But I want to thank everybody for being here. It's been a great show. But I have other stuff I got to do today, like some artwork for clients that are
Same.
like asking me, like, "Where's my artwork?" And I'm like, I'm busy
Same.
doing shows, and that's no excuse.
Hey, you still down to do that logo for my charity, or should I?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, bitch.
So
Okay,
I
never
want
mind.
you guys, contact one another in the private chat if you guys want to talk some more. If not, fucking shut up so I can end my show. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks, Dork. I appreciate it, man. I love you. Stream Element says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below because it really does help us with the algorithm. Plus, I do respond to every comment, and I love reading what you guys have to say. I really do. So please, everybody partake in it, man. And if there are things you want me to talk about, that's the place to do it. Is down below in the comment section. Remember, we love you. It's been a good show. Weird show. Fucking weird day. It's been a weird day.
I thought it was great. It was great. We like.
What did you really think about the show today?
It was great.
Wow. You're talking to me all wrong.
You're talking to me all wrong.